Hello students, in this lecture we are going to learn two concepts simultaneously. One is enthalpy of formation and the other is enthalpy of reaction. Let us understand in this topic the relationship between these two. Okay, so first we'll write the heading, that is first is enthalpy of formation. Okay, next we'll discuss about the enthalpy of the reaction, or we'll write in the heading enthalpy of formation and enthalpy of reaction. I'll write it this way: delta FH naught, and this is delta RH naught. Okay, this is how we represent them. Okay, first, what is the definition of this enthalpy of formation? By definition, it is the amount of heat. It is amount of heat absorbed or released when 1 mole of product, 1 mole of product is formed from its constituent element, from its constituent element in standard or in free state or natural state, in free state or natural state. Okay, so it is amount of heat absorbed or released when 1 mole of product is formed from its element, from its constant element in a free state or the natural state. We'll take an example of this only. We'll take an example of this: hydrogen and oxygen giving you water. I'll make this half mole, not balanced by 2 and putting 2 over here. I'll not balance that because I want 1 mole of water. So here, to form a water, there will be some heat released. I will write that here enthalpy of the reaction delta RH. There will be certain enthalpy of the reaction for this. Right, so here enthalpy of the reaction will be is equal to what? Will be is equal to the enthalpy of the formation, because over here hydrogen and oxygen are into the standard state. Means standard means it is into a free state. Like naturally hydrogen exists as H2 and naturally oxygen exists as O2. Right, so here enthalpy of the reaction is equal to enthalpy of formation. We can write F over here. F for formation. This is one example. We can take more examples like nitrogen. Okay. Yeah. Half moles. Why I am doing this kind of balancing? Half 3, not normal. Like sorry, what is this? This is H2. This is half mole of H2. Yeah. Why not 3? Because I want 1 mole of ammonia in the product. That is as per the definition. So amount of heat released or absorbed when 1 mole of the product is formed from its constituent element. Like hydrogen is in the natural state as H2, and in the free state also, like free or natural state, H2 and N2, they exist as this way. So here also enthalpy of the reaction is equal to enthalpy of formation. Right, we'll take more examples like H2 and Cl2. Hydrogen will exist as H2. I'll write this gas. This is also very important to write. They will be existing as a gas, and this is also gas. We'll take this half moles, and you are going to get 1 mole of HCl. Here also enthalpy of the reaction is equal to enthalpy of formation. because hydrogen and chlorine are in the standard state or a free state, what we say. Naturally H2 and Cl2 exist and we consider their enthalpy, standard enthalpy to be is equal to 0. Okay, we'll take one more example, like let's say calcium exists as a solid only and half mole of O2 gas. This is giving you a calcium oxide. Here also enthalpy of the reaction is equal to enthalpy of formation. Okay, because this is into a standard state, a free state, this is also into a free state, right? We'll write one more example, like carbon dioxide. That is carbon, we'll take graphite, where it's exists in the natural state, and oxygen gas, this is also carbon dioxide. Here also enthalpy of the reaction is equal to enthalpy of formation. So these are the examples where I have written enthalpy of the reaction is equal to enthalpies of formation. You know, this concept I think we will be able to understand it better if we take more and more example. Now I'll write one example over here where enthalpy of the reaction will be not is equal to enthalpy of formation. We'll take this example, calcium oxide solid reacting with a carbon dioxide gas to give you what? Calcium carbonate, yes, calcium carbonate solid. For this reaction, enthalpy of the reaction is not is equal to enthalpy of formation. The reason is that calcium oxide is formed from some other element. Calcium oxide, how it is formed? You see, it is formed from the calcium and oxygen. So there will be certain enthalpy required, certain energy is required. So here enthalpy of reaction is not is equal to enthalpy of formation. This is one example. We'll take this example. H2 and Br2, like this is gas, this is also gas, and this is giving you 2 moles of HBr. Okay, here also enthalpy of the reaction is not is equal to enthalpy of formation. The reason is that here, although this is in the standard state, but you are not getting 1 mole of the HBr, you are getting 2 moles of the HBr. So this is the difference as of now. That is what we are learning between the enthalpy of the formation and the enthalpy of the reaction. So for which reaction enthalpy of the reaction will be equal to enthalpy of formation? When the product is formed from the constituent element, and how much product? 1 mole should be formed. Here you see that 1 mole is formed, but it is not from the constituent element. Calcium oxide is formed from some other element. Carbon dioxide is formed from some other element, right? By the reaction of the carbon and oxygen. Here this is formed with the calcium and oxygen. So here also it is, since it is 2 mole and not 1 mole, that's why enthalpy of reaction is not is equal to enthalpy of formation. So there are certain elements in a free state whose enthalpy of formation is equal to 0. I will make a note of those things, like enthalpy of formation of hydrogen. You should know this. Enthalpy of formation of H2 is equal to 0. Okay, then enthalpy of formation of O2 is equal to 0. It is considered 0. It is not 0. Just to be a reference, it is considered 0. Obviously, to form oxygen from the oxygen atom, some energy will be released or absorbed, right? But it is considered to be 0. Enthalpy of formation of Br2 is equal to 0. Enthalpy of formation of N2 is equal to 0, right? Then enthalpy of formation of carbon, and that too also graphite and not diamond, this is equal to 0. Enthalpy of formation of carbon, and if it is a diamond, this is not is equal to 0. Make a note of that. Okay, so all these things are considered to be 0. Now what is enthalpy of the reaction? For a given reaction, how do we find the enthalpy of the reaction? See, for everything there is enthalpy of the formation. Now enthalpy of formation of the calcium hydroxide and this is enthalpy of the reaction is equal. So let's write the relationship between a enthalpy of the reaction and the enthalpy of the formation. So far you are having a data regarding how enthalpy of formation will be 0 for certain species. and Y, right? So we'll write enthalpy of reaction in general way, enthalpy of reaction in bracket delta RH is equal to what I write, sum of enthalpy of formation of product minus sum of enthalpy of formation of reactant. Understand this? Okay, this is how it is given. Now let us prove that how enthalpy of formation is equal to enthalpy. Like, we'll stick to this formula. Understand? We have to stick to this formula. We have to prove, like in the first example where I had just written enthalpy of the reaction is equal to enthalpy of formation for certain reaction. We need to prove that also, right? We'll prove that in a here we'll prove that. Okay, we'll keep this as it is so that so for example we'll take a simple example. We'll take hydrogen and half mole of O2 giving you 1 mole of water. This is also gas, this is also gas. Okay, let's say this is liquid which is being formed. Here, how you write the enthalpy of the reaction? Enthalpy of the reaction is equal to enthalpy of formation of the product. How many products are there? Just one product is there. So it is enthalpy of formation of H2O minus enthalpy of formation of H2 plus half the times enthalpy of formation of O2. Half is the stoichiometric coefficients I have included over here. So enthalpy of the reaction is H2O. What is this? Enthalpy of formation of H2 as per the data, since it exists in the natural or a free state, it is 0 plus half into enthalpy of formation of O2, it is also is equal to 0. So this whole term becomes equal to 0. So therefore enthalpy of reaction is equal to enthalpy of formation of water. Now I'll write one more example over here. Let's say there is hydrogen is there. This is also a gas, and bromine, this is also a gas, giving you 2HBr, 2 moles of Br. Here also enthalpy of the reaction is not is equal to enthalpy of formation. Okay, formation of HBr, because 2 moles. Let's prove this. Okay, enthalpy of the reaction, enthalpy of reaction of HBr is not is equal to enthalpy of formation of HBr. How? Okay, so here enthalpy of the reaction is given as sum of enthalpies of formation of the product. So here I will write, so this is 2 into enthalpy of formation of HBr minus enthalpy of formation of H2, enthalpy of formation of Br2. So what is this? Enthalpy of formation will be is equal to what? Sorry, this is enthalpy of reaction. I made a mistake. This is enthalpy of reaction. It is given this way, formation and the formation. So here enthalpy of the reaction is 2 times enthalpy of formation of HBr minus 0, no? Both will be 0. Br2 and this is existing 0. Therefore, enthalpy of formation of HBr is equal to enthalpy of reaction divided by 2 in this case, since it was forming a 2 moles. We'll take one problem. And we'll understand this better. So read the question. This example will give you more clear idea about the enthalpy of the formation and the enthalpy of the reaction. So question is calculate the enthalpy change in the reaction, means enthalpy of the reaction is asked and the reaction is given over here at 298 Kelvin. Given that the enthalpy of formation at 298 Kelvin for the ammonia and water are so and so, that is minus 46 and 286 kilojoules per mole respectively. Okay, you give a try to this question and you can comment in the comment section. Okay, your answer. You can pause this video for some time. Okay, done? Okay, I'll solve this for you. See, the reaction, first we'll try to understand. Okay, I'll suggest one thing, student, as you are learning this for the first time. Many students will be learning this for the first time. Don't take shortcuts. Always try to write the formulas, understand the meaning of the formulas. Okay, don't be in a hurry to get the answers. Understand how we are understanding, like, you should be knowing how we are getting that answer. That is more important than getting a correct answer. Okay, understanding concept is more important, because for exam, competitive exam, the questions are never straight. They always twist here and then they will ask. So for that we should have that much of the flexibility of the concepts. Okay, so we'll go ahead. I'm writing the solution. Finally, what is asked is the enthalpy of the reaction. So enthalpy R, I'm writing delta RH is equal to sum of enthalpies of the formation of the product minus sum of enthalpies of the formation of the reactant. So here I will write what are the products, nitrogen and water. So 2 into enthalpy of formation of nitrogen plus 6 into enthalpy of formation of H2O, right? This is one thing which we are having, minus product minus reactant. So 4 into enthalpy of formation of NH3 plus 3 into enthalpy of formation of O2, right? So from this I am finding enthalpy of the reaction. What will be a heat release or absorb? We'll get to know that whether the heat is released or absorbed only after looking at the values of whether the value is positive or negative. So here enthalpy of the formation of the nitrogen, you tell me how much it is. Answer will be nitrogen is in the free state or in the natural state. So that is equal to 0, although that value is not given. So we should know that it is equal to 0. Plus enthalpy of the formation of water is given. How much is that? NH3 and water minus 46 and 286, right? So 6 into minus 286 minus 4 into ammonia is what? Minus 46. Minus 46 plus 3 into oxygen, right? Oxygen is in the free state. So what is this? This will become 0. So enthalpy of the reaction is what? This term will become 0. That is what you're writing, 6 into minus 286 and plus 4, because this minus and this minus will become plus 4 into 46 and this term will become 0. So final answer, I'm having the answer, I'll just write, you just check that, minus 1532 kilojoules is the answer for the enthalpy of the reaction. See, units of the enthalpy of the formation is kilojoules per mole. Enthalpy of the formation is kilojoules per mole and enthalpy of the reaction is just kilojoule, because it is not per mole. Enthalpy of formation is for 1 mole, that's why per mole. So this is the answer for this. And what kind of reaction is this? This is an exothermic reaction. We can say that because value of this is negative. This is exothermic reaction. We'll take one more problem. Yeah, this question, you can also give a try to this question. The enthalpy change for the reaction is given, that is 92.2 kilojoules. Calculate the enthalpy of formation of ammonia. Means what is the enthalpy of formation of the ammonia? So enthalpy of the reaction is given. Means we will write this formula. Enthalpy of the reaction is 2 into enthalpy of formation of ammonia product minus reactant. No, reactant is enthalpy of formation of N2 plus 3 into enthalpy of formation of H2. So enthalpy of reaction is given to be how much? This value is given 92.2 kilojoules, right? This is 2 into enthalpy of formation of ammonia. This is what? 0. No, nitrogen is 0 plus hydrogen is also 0 enthalpy of formation, because they are in the free or the natural state. So therefore this is minus 92.2 and 2 into delta FH NH3 minus 0. Therefore enthalpy of formation of NH3 is what? Minus 92.2 divided by 2, which is equal to 46, right? 45, yeah, 46.1 kilojoules per mole, because you are finding it for the mole, 1 mole always. Delta H is equal to enthalpy of formation of ammonia is this. So that's it.